Welcome, listeners. Welcome, everyone that's watching the video.
Have you guys had a long night?
Had a long night.
A long journey.
Long journey.
Getting into your bed.
Yeah, you're
with your significant other.
Yeah, you know what you're listening to.
Or if you're lonely, your dog.
Yeah, you know what you're listening to.
Don't fuck your dog.
No.
Even though it's Valentine's Day.
No peanut butter.
Motherfuckers! No peanut butter.
All right, you're listening to the sexy voices of Tom Cat, a.k.a. Tom Thompson.
And Billy Curry.
And Billy Vanilli. I was trying to think of new names for you today at work. We were laughing.
Okay, that's enough. Carry on.
We were laughing about when I called you Billy Rape Cyrus, and you're like, oh, I haven't heard of Billy Rape Cyrus before. And Jesse was like, a kid at work was like, dying himself laughing. So what's going on? We are filming this for the Valentine's Day special. It'll still be up for your ear holes. It'll still be inside your ear holes. Fucking it.
Oh no.
Oh, well, what?
It was going to foam over.
Okay.
My sober month is over, and I couldn't be fucking happier. I moved on the 1st as well, and I was more excited to drink than to move. You can ask my girlfriend on that. She's like, it was the night before, and I was lying in bed, and I was just like, fuck, I can't wait. She's like, I know, I'm excited too. I'm like, you're excited for me to drink? I totally just blanked that we were moving the next day. Yeah,
and honestly, like if you're tuning in and you would like to peruse and watch this, it will be up on the Strange Podcast YouTube page. It's for everybody that knows. But we'll get into it soon. But we're drinking. I have some Fireball. I have some vanilla whiskey. I have some Flying Monkeys beer. And
I have a case of Canadian
beer. It's right there on the table. So
don't even bother putting it in the fucking fridge, man.
So we'll probably go a little hard. And we have some, what is Valentine's to you? What is it about?
Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
About spending a fuckload of money to make her happy.
Yeah.
It's how much money can I spend today so you won't act like a cunt.
Fuck, you fucked up my clip. So, you know what it's about.
What's it about?
I bring you love.
Is that the love between a man and a woman, or the love of a man for a fine Cuban cigar?
I bring you love.
It's bringing love. Don't
Kind
let
of
it
the
get
same
away.
thing.
Break its legs. So this will be a little fun one. We're getting into the history of Valentine's Day and the background.
Yeah,
of where
I actually don't know how that started.
It's fucked.
That's kind of weird.
I was very surprised. So I'm going to pour myself a glass of whiskey. I got my little, I got like they have whiskey balls. For my whiskey ball, that you freeze a ball of ice and you put in the whiskey, so it kind of washes down. But mine's a little skeleton. It's a skeleton in the cup. You probably can't see it.
Oh, that's actually really cool. Shit.
It's a little skeleton.
Dude, that's sick.
You can see it. Can you see it? I don't know.
Who the fuck calls an ice cube a whiskey ball?
I don't know. That's what they call them, a whiskey ball. Because you can get them out when
I think
one would be cool would be the Death Star one, and it looks like the Death Star.
I think someone just chipped off ice
and
said, how the fuck can I sell this for $14?
Well, it's like it's literally like I don't know, it's a fucking mold.
Yeah, well that's like the whole idea of like it was never in whiskey. It was fucking, this is the stupidest fact that I know right now. But those came from old fashions. Old fashions had one chunk of ice in it. It was like it would be chiseled off the ice.
Oh, really?
That's what nice. When I was bartending my friend's wedding, that's all they had was old fashions and one cocktail. So every guy would get the old fashioned, and they gave me a fucking chisel.
Cool.
To break off this ice in chunks. You know how big of a bitch that is? You know how fucking hard it is to and get a size that
just a minute. Just a minute.
You got a lineup of people and you're trying to break off. Ice doesn't break perfectly.
That's funny.
Sometimes I was giving people
the cup and shit.
No. You'd put it in before you pour the liquor, but either way, but half the chunks I was cutting off, I'm like, this doesn't fit in the cup, so it was hanging up past. I'm like, just give it a minute.
I bring you love.
So
ice love.
So for all the listeners, if we got a little fun game, if you want to drink along when you hear this sound, and we'll be drinking the whole time, so it doesn't matter. But if you want to play along when you hear this, it'll happen throughout all the episode.
I love you.
No, it fucking will not. That is the stupidest fucking shit. You have a...
I gotta take another drink.
Dude, I am not going to listen to that 96 times in the next hour. That's not going to happen.
All right, maybe
Fuck
like
off
once
that
or
idea.
twice. You guys just drink throughout it, but it might play one more time.
No, you know what? The best part about a drinking game is them making up their own rules.
Yeah.
And I want you, and that's what makes it fun. I want you to pick out the worst thing that we do, maybe swear.
No, it's gotta be so...
You'll get really fucked up. But it's gotta be stuff that you think is funny to yourself. It's probably going to end up making fun of us, but what the fuck ever.
There was a fan that did say that they like to play a drinking game, and they wait for us. They drink every time we swear. Which is
That's what I just said. Yeah. Oh,
no, and
they
this is
do
legit.
that?
Someone told me this months and months ago. That,
oh yeah,
yeah. That there was a fan that actually listens to our podcast.
Dude,
and
you get loaded.
Yeah, I know. We swear fucking a lot.
Fucking a lot.
So
our vocabulary is minimized because I grew up in a bad neighborhood.
All right, one more drink.
Stop doing that. That is way too fucking long.
I love you.
I just like that part.
I fucking hate that sound effect. Stop doing it.
All right, one more time, maybe at the
what
end.
about the fucking Valentines? Like, where did it start from?
Earliest origins of Valentine's Day can be traced back to somewhat grotesque pagan festival celebrated by Romans. It always goes back to the Romans. Always.
Not always.
I don't really like this
What
thing.
about when it goes back to the Egyptians?
Fuck this stupid heart shit. Fuck it.
What about when it goes back to the Egyptians?
Well, yeah. Then that's when you got your like cockles.
But you said always
in a metal container, and then they like cut them off while their balls are inside of.
And in shape of hearts.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. You don't know.
So this was a festival from February 13th to 15th. It was called Lupercalia. And Lupercalia.
Oh, okay. You pronounced that wrong. Okay.
Lupercalia. No,
yeah,
it's not.
That's what I was like.
Lupercalia.
Fucking seriously, is that where this came from?
And it was celebrated to promote fertility and women and crops. Yeah.
Women don't. Oh wait, what?
Women and crops.
Oh, you're just saying like for the future, I just hope you get fertile.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying if we have this celebration, every woman can have February babies.
So as a part of these festivals of leprosy, sometimes they call it, almost sounds like leprosy, nearly naked boys smeared with blood of sacrificed dogs and goats ran through the streets. Flailing women were hit with whip thongs called febria, cut from skin of the ill-fated goats. The piercing of the woman's skin was believed to induce fertility, and similarly in the way that this gets
what?
Yeah, so is
fucking what?
So it's believed that Cupid could cause a love and sexual desire by piercing his victims with a gold-tipped arrow. We will be getting into Cupid in a bit.
That is not even close to what I said. What to?
Yeah, you'll wait.
What the fuck's with the boys running around naked with blood on them? Is that if this is about fertility? Is that supposed to be their fucking period blood?
You'll see. You'll get into it. Isn't that fucked? So it would all start with a cave full of Roman men, go figure, in which they sacrificed two animals, a dog for purification and a goat for fertility. They would then slice the animal's hide into strips and dip them into sacrificial blood. But wait!
There's more.
I love. Is that from the first scary movie, right? But wait, there's more, and he spits everywhere because he's supposed to be like Stu from Scream.
Why is that?
It is. It's from Scary Movie. Yeah, because it's the
that's the one I never
one of
watched
the
that
Wayne
much.
brothers. The first one's the fucking funniest.
No,
shit.
I love 3.
Oh my god,
3 is my favorite.
Yeah, because that came out when you were a child.
Yeah, 3 was the one I grew up.
I was like, but wait. There's more. So let's get into it. Once they anointed themselves in blood, they would take to the streets nude, swaying their genitals from side to side in a helicopter motion. Now they would sway the bloody animal strips around, which is weird, like look at my bloody animal strips.
Well, it could be like, it's pretty. I put LEDs on it, and it's so all shiny.
This seems like I think it was a little harder in some cases, but when they came across women when they were I get it, when they were running around the streets.
How did they come across women?
They came across the
like
women.
across them. I usually like on them.
Yeah.
more often than not.
Okay. So they would gently slap her with the gory goat hide, the bloody goat hide.
Oh yeah, no, nothing.
And the ladies loved it. They loved it.
There's no way to fucking turn on a girl harder. And this is facts you can take home to your fucking girlfriend right now. Honestly, any girl in the world will instantly straight up come when goat intestines touch their ass. It's proven fact.
There's some out there.
It's facts. No, every single one. 100%. 100% of women.
Too soon.
Marilyn Manson.
Who knows? Maybe they're into masochism. Not victim blaming. Manson is obviously a sick dude. I just enjoy his music. And
that was a weird turn.
It just seems like everyone's getting exposed for, and I'm not going to get into it, but we'll get into it on a rant episode one day. But it's just like I just enjoy his music. I think what he probably did was horrible, but it's just like seems like everyone we love, like Shia LaBeouf is having stuff. Kind of, you know how I feel
Kevin
about
Spacey.
Well, I don't give a shit about. Kevin
Honestly,
Spacey.
it's actually kind of funny. Fucking every single day at work for the past, I don't know. Well, maybe not every day. Like realistically, probably once a week. For the past 6 months, my boss finds a way to bring up
Kevin Spacey.
It's so bad that he did that shit, and he's heartbroken. Like
well,
he loved his movies so fucking much.
Supposedly, people on Epstein's island that went there for some reason. This is probably not real, but it's funny. It's just like he made the people on Epstein's island squirm and feel uneasy
that was what I read too. What was that? Was that
about
just
boys? He loved little boys how they scream.
Was that just from some stupid Facebook article?
It was from a picture.
I read that too. Oh, that's why I read it. That was probably some stupid fucking Facebook article.
I'm not getting into it, but everybody I love is starting to become a fucking predator, and it's
shoe fits, don't it?
Fuck you. If anyone's a predator, it's you in that outfit. He looks like he's going to rape a girl on a blind date.
He said, hey, bring something pink. I said, I got the perfect shirt.
Look at he's literally wearing dress pants too. Stand up.
I don't want to now.
Stand up. Oh, he's actually wearing it. He looks like he's ready for a date with his mother.
My mom said,
I'm making fajitas, Billy. I'm making fajitas.
I told my mom I'd pay.
All right. So, supposedly the ladies loved it. Not. That's right. They would go out of their way to get slapped. Oh, so they would go out of their way. It was a part of
they
this
wanted
ritual.
To get.
They wanted it. And then there's one
Does getting slapped by the goat intestine mean you're going to be fertile?
We'll get into it. But supposedly.
Should I stop asking questions if that's how I'm going to get the answer every time?
I'll say it like this, that I think we already kind of mentioned it, but supposedly if you would strike them and you strike them hard enough and they bled from being whipped with the goat hide, it means like you're fertile, you're good to go.
No fucking way.
Is this
how hard would you have to hit somebody? Like how dense is that really?
Cat of nine tails would take a good couple whips, and that's like meant for that.
Are you gonna like hit it like a whip?
Like a whip,
or are you just like straight up just swinging this thing around
and
hoping
like
someone bleeds? Because I feel like that'd be like a cloth, right? Yeah. Like kind of the same density almost.
Remember that story Kalen used to tell us?
No. I gave fucking Liam stitches in his ass, fucking whipping him with a cloth.
Oh, that's terrible. No, but a dude we worked with, me and Billy both worked with this kid. His mom supposedly worked in a restaurant. I generally believe Kalen. He doesn't really tell bullshit stories.
Okay.
But he said that his mom was working at a restaurant and they were doing the towel whip because we used to do it. It does fucking hurt and it can leave you with bloody skin if you do it on bare skin.
No, I fucking no. He's through his clothes, man.
We used to do a lot of shit. We will eventually for the Patreon. We will get into restaurant stories because we'll get into a rant episode when we just talk about restaurant stories.
There's so
many. No, there's so many.
That's what I mean. Like that's like it just really amplifies the fact of how absolutely fucking idiots.
So the story goes that
I tried not to say a bad word, and then my sentence got fucked up.
She saw some kid whip somebody, hit him in the testicle, split his sack open. Yeah.
Oh no!
I don't know if it's true,
sack?
but I do believe the kid. Yes,
not the sack.
Yeah, the sack.
The sack's.
Want to hear if while we're talking about Valentine's Day and love and stuff? You want to want to hear a story about why I'll never get a vasectomy?
What happened to a vasectomy person? that you
My
know?
dad told me when he
no.
got his vasectomy, they didn't numb him right, and he felt the blade going into his fucking nuts, and he's like, yeah, like into his sack. He's like, I'm not numb, I can feel that. He's like, I can feel that, and I was like, thanks, Dad. I'm never getting vasectomy.
They're professionals.
Are they?
If he screamed, I can feel that, they probably went, oh damn, and stopped immediately.
No, they kept going, and they pulled out a chainsaw, like a mini little chainsaw, and then they cut the seam of his sack.
One of them Chucky chainsaws.
And then they seamed the seam of his sack back together, because you know how all ball sacks have the seam that looks like that God stitched our nutsack together?
Yeah, that's weird.
I agree, that is weirdly weird. I don't know why I brought that up. But to think about that,
I haven't looked at that in a while. Mine's only in the back.
Chelsea's in the back.
Like in the back part.
All right, we're not getting into what each other's ball sacks look like. So it's
in the back.
It's just crazy. So, like, supposedly believe that it would make them more fertile by whipping them with this goat's hide for some reason. If that wasn't awkward enough, all the single ladies, I wish I had that clip. All the single ladies would put their names in an urn for the local bachelor to pick from. These matches would be paired off for the year to test the fertile waters. Often they married. So get together, you're playing your little fun little games, you're whipping each other naked with goat hide that is dipped in sacrificial blood from the goat.
Super
that
fun.
Or from the dog they killed. So they stripped the goat hide, dipped it in dog's blood, and then they started whipping each other while they're naked. And
Wouldn't it just be goat blood anyway?
It's almost like those sex bracelets we talked about, where it's just like, if you get the right girl and you hit her, and
we
bleeds,
did,
she's yours.
Not if she bleeds, if it breaks.
No, but I'm talking about the whipping.
Oh yeah,
the whip.
Yeah, is that? I wonder
let me
if
whip.
That's where
let
fucking,
me nay. Like, you want to whip a nay? That guy also got in trouble too. That guy killed his cousin supposedly. The guy that said,
"What the fuck's his name?"
I want to whip. I don't know that fucking song.
Watch me whip.
Yeah, watch me whip.
Watch me nay.
I said you want me.
No, watch me whip.
Yeah, so
whip.
That guy.
Now watch me
that guy may have killed his cousin. I don't know. My girlfriend told me that, so I don't know if the story's true.
Well, I don't even know his fucking name, to be honest. That was the biggest one-hit wonder that nobody fucking cared about who the artist was.
Yeah, so they would test the fertile waters and stuff. You know what I mean? The fertile waters. This is until marriage was outlawed. Who doesn't love a good marriage?
I do.
It's super awkward and silent.
I like a good marriage.
Do you?
Yeah. I love good marriage.
Tell me about some good marriages that you know about.
Technically.
Your family's divorced, so is mine.
No, my parents are, yes.
My family's divorced. That means everybody that got married is now divorced.
Okay,
I'm just joking. That's a lie.
Actually, there's a lot of bad ones, but I also
smoke a doob. I'm gonna smoke a doob. Okay, fuck it.
But to be fair, to be fair to your mind, to be fair.
That song. To be fair.
I thought you were doing it. I thought you watched Letterkenny. And I thought you were doing the to be fair. Anyways, to be fair.
Jesus. It's fucking not.
Anyways, though.
The table.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Think about it, though. Like, the reason those divorce, like, a lot of them are, they didn't grow up the same way we did. Think about it. You've been with Chelsea for how long?
Almost 12 years.
And you still won't fucking marry her?
I got plans.
Yeah. You have plans. But you still haven't done it. Listen.
I know, yeah.
30 years ago, you'd be with somebody for 6 months.
I thought you were going to say like 6 hours.
Pretty fucking much, to be honest.
No, but it was within a month or two. Some people were getting married.
You'd propose.
I understand. My grandma,
and then you'd be like, "Wow, I fucking hate this person. It's not at all who I." It takes honestly, I think it takes a full year of living with somebody to actually get to know them.
So it almost reverts to nowadays.
You are amazing. You're amazing.
I am amazing. Thank you.
You're amazing at how somebody can say something and your mind just tunes it out and to say what you were going to previously say before they said what they said.
Toke of this joint, but no, because you made me think in general about that situation of how So back in the day, like just it was more like it was pressure to find a lover or someone to marry, right? But nowadays it's like girls will pick. They'll be like, well, I want to Snapchat this guy, and then I'm gonna date this guy, go for dinner, and then I'll Snapchat this guy, and then I'll go see this guy.
Oh,
and
that's
it's
a cool take.
It's so rapid that
that's a
and
cool
men too, but it's so rapid that you go through so many partners that you don't even give the first one a chance, or and people are so toxic nowadays that it seems like, and they're like influenced by social media and all that shit, that it's so quickly and snap, Tinder, fuck, do I like him? No, I didn't really like this about him. Oh, next one. Do I like him? Do I like that he puts the dishes and folds the towel right? Okay, I like him. And then, oh no, he didn't do this, I didn't like that. But back then, it's like you wanted to settle down.
Yeah, you fucking said, wow, I only like one thing about this person. Let's fucking harness it.
Yeah, it's like
let's get it.
I love
you have amazing toes. I love them.
I love them.
They're so good.
You can paint them pink.
You are an
red.
absolute piece of shit for the rest of it. Yeah. Like I hate everything else. Your attitude sucks. Yeah. You fucking flipped off that homeless guy. Didn't like that.
Yeah.
I was with you while you robbed Walmart.
But I still stayed with you.
But buddy, I was like, and girls walk up to me and be like, why are you with them? Be like, girl, toes got game.
Toes got game. Hashtag toes got game.
Hashtag
whatever
toes
happened
got
to hashtag fucking Dahmer dick, man? I really wanted to fucking Dahmer dick to take off.
You can't hashtag that shit because all social media platforms will ban you for that.
I know, that's true.
I forgot.
Hashtag Dahmer dick.
I literally for the past I haven't been drinking.
For that long?
For literally, it was only 1 month, man. Yeah. Only 1 month I took off. And? Okay, I maybe drank them a little fast, but like
you drank 2 beers.
No, but I've already almost done this one too. Okay, but like either way,
slow down.
I just forgot for the past 10 minutes we were
filming this. That's so funny. So I want to make the point that my grandparents on my mom's side, they met through a blind date. They stayed together for fucking ever. Never got divorced.
That's what it means. It's like, oh my God, nobody's ever gonna love me again. This is my one and only chance.
And it is weird because then on my dad's side, my grandpa had dialysis, and my grandma pretty much took care of him and did everything for him and was kind of like a house wench. It sounds bad, but she's the grandma that flashed everybody in a bar in Mexico. If you listen to the Strange Valentine episode where I mentioned that, my grandma did I wasn't there. I only went to Cuba once, and everyone else went to Mexico and Puerto Rico.
I'm sure you wish you were there.
Fuck that. My grandma's like in her 80s, like, you don't want to see that shit.
Grandmama!
I don't do that. So like she kind of like after my grandpa died, she got a freedom to go out and go party, and she went all around the world in different resorts, and she never got that when she was with my grandfather. So love is a funny thing. You can stay with someone and you're convinced you love them, but you really don't. Do you? Figure it out. All right, so
I don't know. You know what? To be honest, though, this is Valentine's Day. Let's get a little positive about it.
Spread the love. Don't get it because all my cousins on that side are all married and haven't got divorced yet. But mind you, they're all just about to hit their 40s.
God knows this is going to curse the fuck out of me just because I'm going to say it.
Okay.
But like, I don't know. Like, I'm a weird fucking looking dude. I really am. I do weird things. For some fucking reason.
Why do you think you're so handsome, but then you just called yourself weird looking?
No, I know exactly what I look like, but I have like an abnormal amount of confidence. And that
too much.
That has gotten me, like, I'm not bragging. That has gotten me a lot of fucking girlfriends.
I've literally fucked 1,000 girls.
No, I haven't. But I've been around. I've been a bit of a slut.
Billy had the clap twice, AIDS once, beat AIDS, and then he got gonorrhea, beat gonorrhea, but then contracted AIDS back.
No jokes.
Okay.
It's Valentine's Day. We're gonna be sentimental a little bit.
All right.
And like I've gotten around with a lot, and there's honestly, like, Isabel, the girl that I'm with right now, like I'm gonna fucking marry her. I really am.
The music,
and I know that now, and like it's fucked up. I haven't even I've been with her only a year, and like this is there's something about that though.
Tell it, Billy.
If you're with your girlfriend right now, when you think, Oh my God, her vagina don't stink. You better
no
get
more
with
rhymes.
it.
Just get with it.
Get with it.
All right. I thought you were going to keep going.
No, I'm not.
right.
Anyways, though, carry that off.
All right.
No,
carry
dude,
that off.
dude, that's serious, man. That's serious shit.
right.
No, but like there's an inspirational message. If you're with your girlfriend right now and you don't see yourself with her for 30 plus years, that's what I've always said. That is every single girlfriend I've ever been with.
Yeah.
I'm like, will I marry her?
Yeah.
And if there's any reason why I say no, I go straight dickhead and I dump them immediately. Even if things are going good, I'm like, bye. Yeah. I've done that so many fucking times.
Yeah, me and Chelsea have had our ups and downs, but I stayed with her because I saw myself getting married with her. I wanted to have a future.
No other option. I'm just kidding.
I have lots of options, just joking. But I stay with her because I love her, and I like we had she's like my best friend.
I feel like we've been dragging.
I know we have, and we're gonna get back into it because you made me drag this out. But because I saw someone that I wanted to get married with and to have kids with. That's what I saw. When, like, I want those fundamental things, you know what I mean? Someone who does want to take care of me when I'm drunk or being stupid, that does make me think a different way. You have to have that counterbalance. All right. Claudius II, or Marcus Aurelius Claudius, was the emperor of Rome from 268 to 270.
268.
That's
he did 2 years.
AD. So after.
How long was the emperor?
Too goddamn long.
2 years.
Too goddamn long.
Anyways, sorry.
He was getting really tired of all the marriage shit and breeding because none of the guys wanted to join his army.
It's like what fuck this? I'm fucking every girl. Nobody wants to come on marriage.
So they all had wives and pagan rituals to accompany them. What was
his army? Sorry.
So he wanted a bigger army. Like nobody, for some reason,
army?
They had slaves in ancient Rome. And a lot of different places.
Pardon me, sorry. For some reason,
like yes, for some reason. So they had
for
slaves,
clear as day reason.
And then, but he wants people to join his army, but he's a ruler, an emperor. So why can you not? Why can't you force them to join your army? Or does he got to be like Hitler, where he's got to be like
maybe he wanted to
make a big speech? Which ignore that. I was just gonna say make a big speech about whatever.
Guys,
Germans
if anybody actually listens to this and knows German, can you please direct message me with an entire monologue of everything Hitler says,
so we can read?
Like that is something like I've wanted to know for so long. Have you not wanted to know that exactly? Like I'm sure there's translations, but I don't trust them.
No.
Like, have you not wanted to know exactly what he's saying to those people?
The translation's like, yeah, but I really didn't feel so bad about killing the Jews. But man, those Italians, I really liked them. I know.
And they'd be like, oh, I fucking like Italians too.
That's funny. So why would it's weird how he has to break not force these people to be the soul. It's a weird time and place. I don't know the entire history about Claudius II. So he just decided to take marriage off the table. He's like, fuck it, let's just not have it anymore.
Yeah.
Even though it would have made more sense to legally enforce a few years of military service, and that's what I just said. Like to enforce that you have.
Wow, so weird that you know exactly what's on your page 2 lines ahead to pretend like
I didn't.
You're like, I agree with that. That's gonna be my point.
I didn't remember that I actually had that. Fuck you. But it's the way that if you go to places like Israel, Iran, a lot of places you probably
is it Iran or Iran?
It just Iran. I ran so far away to escape the bombs.
I just ran. I ran all night and day.
Cause I didn't want to get acid poured on my wife for speaking out about doing the dishes.
Cause if that happens, I'm gonna be really upset.
Okay, this is getting off topic. So it's just funny that it's just weird. It's just weird. Like a lot of places do have. Thank God, not in Canada. or well, the United States is kind of more pushy about it, but we don't have like an enforced inscription where you have to go for like 2 years or whatever. You go for 2 years and then you're okay and you don't have to go back. And then you just keep doing that and you recycle all these young fucks and then, a couple of them die, but it's okay. So,
pardon?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
People gotta die.
Just want to clarify that
People
point
gotta
there.
die.
Sure.
If you isolate half the audio on some of these podcasts, we could be in a little trouble. So naturally, these made people want to get married more. When you push people against a wall and you have it's like telling a toddler not to go eat the marshmallow on the plate.
Okay,
what I mean?
we've hit that point, Tom.
So eventually, Saint Valentine was caught and imprisoned for defying the emperor. Defiance. There is a bit of folklore that suggests Valentine befriended the warden's daughter while in prison.
Well, he's Valentine. Like, what do you expect?
He is.
Motherfucker's a fuck machine.
He's also a saint. So does that not mean that he cannot have sex?
No, it means he's a saint, so nobody thinks he can have sex, but he secretly has like all kinds of sex.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm Valentine. Everybody thinks it's off limits, so they want it.
I'm Valentine.
Okay, we're done with that. Okay.
Saint Valentine. He supposedly befriended the warden's guard at this prison. It was later, it was a letter.
Hugh Hefner.
It was a letter.
Said what?
Treat women like shit and you'll make gold.
Hugh Hefner said that?
He was not. If people read about some stuff that's come out with him about it now,
what I thought you were
he was
saying.
kind of a dick.
Hugh Hefner?
Yeah.
Probably.
It was a letter he slipped to her in which he signed, "From your Valentine.
I bring you love."
That's funny. I bring you love. You don't like it?
I don't like it.
Okay, so we cut the sound effects out and Billy doesn't like it.
I don't like that one.
I bring you love. You love The Simpsons, though. It's just
but it's fucking creepy.
I brought that in one for you.
I understand. I love The Simpsons, but I don't like that.
Okay, so he said, "From your Valentine," and that is now to be sadly. So that is now said to be why he called himself why Saint Valentine. Why that came up is because he said you're like it's fucking weird. Whatever. Saint Valentine is cool. So Valentine was put to death on the romantic of days.
Yeah, we all know that, yeah.
On February 14th.
Actually, I guess we all don't. But
278 AD. That's right. He was given the death sentence for trying to marry people, because that's what he was doing. Love-struck young lovers would come up to St. Valentine because he was a priest, which means that he probably raped kids, not legal age women.
Hey!
I'm just joking. That's not true. Who knows? There's some good priests out there. And I shout you out if you listen to a very religious podcast.
It just depends on what kind of priest he was. What kind of priest?
A Roman Catholic priest? My guess.
All right, he probably touched the kids. Probably.
Honestly,
their track record's just not great.
Roman Catholic is the worst.
Yeah.
For when it comes to that. It seems like
the track record's just not great.
Yeah, I agree. So it's crazy that he got put to death on February 14th. That's fucking weird. That's where we get that date from. So
what do you mean that's weird? That's where we get that date from.
Never mind.
That's so weird.
How strange.
Oh my God. Can I please go off on one little tangent and ask you a question? You know how we're going to talk about religion. It's going to be super short.
All right.
It's going to be one question.
All right.
You remember how I said, yes, I believe Jesus was a real person?
And I said no.
And you said he wasn't? Where the fuck do we get before Christ and after Christ?
Because they put that indoctrinate into the system, into the systematic thing of religion. That's where we get it from. Because
the entire fucking world started counting.
Yes.
I don't believe you.
You've already made this point, and we're not going to get into it.
I don't remember that
We'll get into it on a random episode.
I don't remember
We've already
getting
talked
off
about this
that.
slightly, but I believe that he was based on an ancient, or there could be the possibility of this and this, that I believe that he was based on an Egyptian, Horus.
Oh, okay.
And then they recycled his name throughout history.
Okay, one quick question.
Or he was the reincarnation of Horus.
Maybe.
All right.
But my only point is history and science don't believe in him.
His story.
Listen,
His
don't
story.
Don't believe in him.
History believes in him. They fucking have it
Listen.
written down.
No, not like,
Like he died
not like the
today.
Bible.
He went into a cave.
Yes.
And he arrived.
It was somebody.
30 days later.
Listen, though, my whole point was it was somebody so significant
I
at
agree.
the time.
And you already made this point on a prior episode.
Okay, then we're good. All right.
But
fair
I
game.
understand.
I apparently 3 beers does me in
Yeah.
now. A month fucks you up, man.
I do.
I'd be good to
I
drive
know.
right now, and I can't drive anymore.
Yeah, you used to. He used to come here during the week, drink 3 beers, go home.
Drink fucking 4 or 5 beers. And go home.
So
These are tall boys. though.
yeah, when you mentioned that, I do like. It could be true. He could be a real person. I don't fucking know.
I forgot to say, I have never drank that much and drove. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, that's a lie.
It's actually really bad.
Never happened.
No,
He has like 2.
I definitely embellish. Yeah, you know what? To be fair, I did only have 2.
Yeah, you normally just.
I
have
usually
2.
had 2.
You usually
When I had
bring
to drive
2,
home.
and I tell you bring 2, and that's it.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's just get back into this.
I never drink and drive.
Nobody does.
I'm not going home tonight, by the way.
Yeah, he's staying here. We're gonna cuddle.
There's actually a bed right beside me here. I'm patting it.
We're gonna cuddle. All right, so
It's gonna be a good time.
All right, so his punishment was for marrying couples in ancient Rome, and he was beat severely, and then beheaded, and then he was beheaded. They always cut off. They always go for the head. But think about it.
Disclaimer. It's a disclaimer because I forgot we can't edit it, so we're not joking. Yeah. That was a joke.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I don't drive. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
bad for you.
disclaimer. That's fine. Don't worry.
I forgot. I just needed to clear that out. I was like, holy shit, we can't edit the stupid parts. And I was like,
no,
fuck.
No, we cannot. That's why we have to keep
I was like, I'm
this
actually joking. I swear to God.
We are joking. 60% of the shit we say is not even real.
90% of the shit I say is not real.
I know. All right, so it's just funny. Like not funny. I always say funny when I want to say strange because it is strange. All this stuff. He's like his punishment for marrying so he'd want to marry all these couples. He got beat. Are you sure you want another one? It's like empty cans just littered around you. I'm drinking straight liquor, so I guess it's just as bad.
Don't fool me.
You remember when this podcast first started? We always just drink like this. So so we got beheaded, which is like I was just thinking about. They were using the guillotine. In this 15th, 16th century, and then going forward for a bit. Yeah. So, I'm sure maybe they had a guillotine type thing back then, but I think back in Rome, it was just like the guy with the hood with the axe, like in a medieval times.
Was it that late that guillotine got invented?
I would think so. I might be wrong.
You think so?
But
I think it would be way more medieval than that.
It could be more. It could be
way more. I'd knock off 1,000 years from your guess.
No, medieval times is like the 13th. The 12th to the 13th century.
You know what I meant. When someone says medieval, they don't mean that exact century. Yeah. They mean much before what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, it is weird, but okay, in ancient Roman times, what the fuck were they using to cut off their head? Fucking a seesaw?
No,
they had those saws that those guys.
That's around the time I could see that getting invented. I don't know. You tell me. I'm not even going to look it up.
We're not going to look it up.
You tell me.
You know what
I'll probably look it up.
You remember those? Those things that they have in front of yards where the guys pushing saws back and forth.
A lawnmower.
No, the saw thing. You hold one end, I hold the other. Yeah, like a seesaw, but a seesaw when they actually cut trees down. Remember how they did the big, long, stupid saws they used to have on cartoon shows? That's how they cut off their heads in ancient Rome.
That's not on Tom, that's a real saw.
I understand that, but it was mostly shown in cartoons.
That was the only saw before chainsaws became a thing.
They didn't have a handsaw?
That is what a handsaw is.
I'm talking about the fucking long one.
I understand. That's a real saw to cut down trees. You don't use a handsaw to cut down trees. Unless
you really want to be ambitious.
Nobody, I guarantee, unless it was like a stump tree that somebody grows. You know those trees? I hate them. You drive past someone's yard and it's like, wow, that's been there for maybe a year. Mm-hmm. And it's like the pussiest little fucking thing. Sorry, carry on. Doesn't it just bother you? You're like, I get what you're going for, but your fucking house looked like shit right now.
Man. We used to have huge trees in the backyard where we... What?
Scratch my balls on the podcast.
Yeah, you should pay attention to what is happening.
No, I did that on purpose.
All right. Oh, did you?
I literally looked over.
It's supposed to be time about love. Let's get into it.
It's love.
So
I love scratching my balls.
Jesus fuck.
I'm a man. Relax.
So, he was later given the saint status for his courage and acts by the Catholic Church after his death. For Valentine ever given, he was the giver, and it was years later that Christianity finally overran the pagan way of life in Rome, and the festivals of Lupercalia was outlawed, which they do. For every single fucking holiday. We talked about it on Christmas like 2 years ago. This is what happens. They fucking recycle. They say, well, we don't want no more pagans and the religion's kind of developing, so all we should do is like weed them out. We give them their parties, but then we make them believe in Jesus.
All right, that's pushing it.
All right, so the Catholic Church pretty much frowned upon the whole killing of animals, getting naked, and whipping women with bloody strips of skin thing.
Yeah, weird. Why how is they
not
fucking
fun? The naked women part's the best part of it all. I'll whip a girl with a naked
I wouldn't enjoy that.
You wouldn't?
Personally.
Billy would want to be on the whipping end where he gets whipped.
I mean, apparently it's good. They all wanted to be.
You want to be fertile, right?
Well, they all wanted to be. Like, who knows? Like, maybe like if I got whipped with the hide, having a baby out of my dick wouldn't hurt.
So, romantic side of St. Valentine gained more notoriety over the years with the help of writers and poets. Most notably, William Shakespeare himself, referencing St. Valentine's Day in Hamlet. Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day. All in the morning, bedtime, and I am made at your window to be your Valentine.
So basically, what you just said was somebody saw, or like not saw, but sorry,
seesaw
took. Shut up. You seriously called a seesaw a fucking saw. You were talking about a saw and called it a seesaw. Like a fucking children's playground. That is what a children's playground is. You're right. That's a seesaw.
A two-man saw.
A two-man saw is just called a saw.
You're lying because it's a handsaw and there's the two-man saw.
Okay.
I watch Home Improvement every night, man. I'm bringing it back to the 90s.
What do you think was before the handsaw?
The seesaw, because it went seesaw.
That's what they said. Yeah, these guys are cutting down trees going, we got a seesaw.
Okay, let's just end the conversation about the fucking song.
I forget what my fucking point was.
It wasn't until 1913 that Hallmark latched on to the love letter aspect and launched their first story of Valentine's Day cards, or their first line of Valentine's Day cards. They dropped the saint from it, and it slowly turned into it. But let's get into Cupid.
Oh, yeah. Where did that come from? I don't know anything about that.
I didn't have this when I was originally researching this and looking up the history of Valentine's Day, because we're going to get into some on tonight's going to be fun, because we're going to get into murder cases after of people that were not so loving during this time. So
people are fucking
this is extremely interesting, because I was wondering, and I watched this documentary about it, and I was like,
that's what happened.
When it comes to ancient pagan mythology stories that intersect and overlap as the gods twist their way into cultures throughout history as a whole, the story of Cupid and his mother is no exception. According to some ancient tales...
Cupid's mother?
Yes.
I've never heard of Cupid's mother.
I'm your goddess, your desire.
That is not Cupid's mother.
Venus is Cupid, the goddess of love.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about fucking...
Deodorant?
Yeah.
You thought I was talking about deodorant?
No, the girl that sings that. Who sings that? I knew the name and then I forgot the name.
Martha Stewart.
Dude, I've had it. Martha Stewart did not fucking sing that song.
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey sang that song?
I don't think. Destiny's Child.
Was that Destiny's Child?
Survival. I'm gonna break your vagina.
Is that the same song?
No.
No.
Right. Okay, so let's just get
not the I'm a break your vagina part, but the I'm a survivor part. I was talking about.
That's Destiny's Child.
No. But the
I don't know who sang
your Venus. I'm your fire.
That's like a 90s.
Your desire.
It's like a 90s.
Yeah, but I knew the girl's name and like it was right there, and then it slips.
It was Milli Vanilli.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Venus, the goddess of love, was was interested by with Adonis. Everyone knows the god Adonis. Sexy as shit cut. like cut, like built.
Got them fucking barbell muscles, buddy.
Got those fucking 3 years of steroids and heart attack coming when you're 60.
No,
kind
this
of
is
muscles.
before steroids.
I know.
She worked for it. Give her credit.
No, not her, Adonis. So, who shared the number of commonalities with Cupid and Uranus. So this all kind of.
What do you mean commonalities?
All these.
What do you mean?
All these fucking people. Okay, so when it comes to ancient, Juan knows a lot about this shit more than I do. But when it comes, you can vape as long as you don't do it on the mic. So when it comes to ancient civilizations and shit, like you can vape on the mic. Just don't blow it in the microphone.
Kidding.
So when it comes to ancient cultures like, Rome and fucking Egypt, it's hard to weed out what is the meaning behind all this stuff. So like. Yeah. Adonis is like Cupid is like erroneous, this guy. So both Adonis and Eros worshipped were brought to the Greece from the Near East. That's kind of cool. It rhymed. I didn't know that when I wrote it out. The name of Adonis is the Semitic word for Lord and is believed to have the Greek language from the title of the Hebrew version, which is, so this all supposedly stems from the Hebrew version of this Tammuz guy. Tammuz. Okay, why the most famous?
What does that mean?
Tammuz is the name of what Cupid actually is. Where we get Cupid from is Tammuz, and there's another. It's like Demus. It's just because you know how like it's just like all these. It's like language a spider web and shit, and then you can translate the way you want. I got you. So one of the most famous gods of Mesopotamia and Samaria. So like Adonis,
so the guy like this is all still talking about real.
Where we get him from?
I thought Cupid though, like realistically, was from Mr. Valentine.
Mr. Valentine. Saint Valentine. Mr. Valentine's way better.
No, but he was a mister.
Was he?
Yeah. Was he not a boy?
But he wasn't married, so he would not be a mister.
I'm a mister.
Do you know why I'm not gonna we're gonna get off topic.
I'm sorry, don't get off topic. You're fucking wrong.
No.
What did you just say?
I was gonna say that
he's not a mister because he's not married?
Yeah.
You're a mister no matter what. I'm Mr. Kirby right now. I'm not married.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
It goes from Miss to Mrs., but every boy's a mister no matter what.
That's what I was going to get into, because when it's MRS, it's the abbreviation is pretty much that the men own the women.
Oh, Jesus.
That's where you get that MRS, because it's Mr. and then you're Mrs. So you get kind of brought into the man's
I think that's a stretch.
No, I saw it on a TikTok video, so it's got to be true.
It's probably true.
Tom
read a Facebook article.
So Tammuz is, his name is Tammuz, but I'm going to call him Tammuz because I think it's funnier. Like Adonis, later Uranus, and Cupid, they all are the same people. It's just like the way Horus could be Jesus. It's different interpretations of ancient fucking
there's religion. What's that? Zeitgeist? What's it called?
Zeitgeist.
Yeah,
they had a bunch of films. Some of them were
that was a decent.
You need to watch
movie.
more movies like that, Billy, or read some books. Okay.
Yeah, but I kind of enjoy my life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't hate every minute of it. Actually, I kind of do. I work 2 jobs.
Exactly. I love my life. I love doing this. I love talking to you guys out there. I love it. This is what drives me.
Yeah, actually, he messaged me the other day, and he's like, Billy, I'm about to write the podcast episode, and I can't do it. And I was like, why can't you do it? He's like, I came way too many times. Well, he's like, my computer screen's disgusting, and why do you think I'm not touching any of this? Like, I'm not fucking touching. He's like, I just did it one too many times.
I love you.
Oh, he actually did it. I made Billy take a shot of, because that's the drink sign. Once in a while, if we really want to take a big shot when you hear that shit. Why'd you take such a big swig, though? That was probably
I don't know. You gave it to me. I forget that I can't drink anymore. Dude, that's all it takes.
Asleep, man,
I want you to take 1 month of drinking and see what happens to you.
I didn't drink every day though.
It doesn't matter.
I take it doesn't matter. I take 5 days off.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Take the full fucking month. Every weekend you can't drink for a month.
We'll see.
Do it with me next time.
Okay,
deal.
Fine.
Next time.
High five. We have. You know how long it's been since we high fived in the podcast?
This shit's on video.
Okay.
I will fucking
know.
no. You're gonna bullshit your way out of this. I'm calling right now. Tom goes, yeah, but I didn't know this was gonna happen, and like I really want to drink just because of this. Like this is the only exception, the only reason I can do it, and that's
April.
what you're gonna say
Let's
to me.
do April.
You're gonna say April Fools, and you're gonna start fucking drinking.
No, okay, whatever. Let's
That's
get
what
back.
you're gonna do.
Well, we can do April. I don't know if the fans want to join us.
No, I don't want to do April. I mean, like next
Why?
January.
All right, fine.
Because like I just
January's
did a full
fine.
month. Yeah,
I can't do
dry
March.
January.
My girlfriend's birthday.
Dry January.
Can't do anything during the summer.
Dry January.
All right, dry vagina. Let's get
For the
back
next-
into it.
for the rest of my
Everyone's
life.
drying up right now because they
Dry
want to get
January,
They want to
guys,
get
do it.
sexy right now. They want to
Feel
get
good.
sexy.
Sorry.
They want
I
to get
forgot.
sexy. All right, so
Oh, you
like
didn't let me go.
Tammuz, his name is Tam.
Tiramisu.
Tiramisu was a youthful god and was associated with the female deity whose symbols included white doves, red roses, crescent moons, a sun disk, or a nibis. I think that's the something to do with the sun. I can't remember.
Sorry, what?
He's associated with a bunch of symbols.
No.
Nibis.
Yeah.
It's nibus. What?
Okay, carry on.
All right.
We're just gonna leave that there.
All right. You think you know who Nibis is? What is Nibis? Tell me.
I want you to carry on your day.
No, tell me. Tell me if you think you know.
The sun?
Why are you looking at me like you're going to cut off half my testicle?
Carry on.
Okay.
What's up?
All right. You're acting like you know, and I don't think you do.
Carry on.
All right. The mother goddess is known by the names of. So this is where we get originally from who the Venus goddesses and stuff is. The name is Ishtar and Iana. So there's different. This is why this is so convoluted because it goes from it's just different scholars stating different theories. That's why you get so many broken up different.
It's all theories though,
Yeah.
right? Isn't it? At the end of the day, like from day one, like everything you know is basically someone's theory.
So in Sumerian,
Gravity might not exist.
Fuck clever.
I might float.
Yeah, I bet you do.
You don't know.
Float off the ground, you fairy.
You don't know.
And Sumerian Indiana's descent to the netherworld and
It's
parallel
pronounced Indianapolis.
Akkadian descent of Ishtar. This is just talking about how she's the mother of this chick, and it's all the web. And she is sometimes portrayed as holding a male infant, but her infant son Tammuz was also her brother.
Whoa, what?
Such a confused and sensual.
That doesn't make sense.
Yes,
Her
it does.
infant son is her brother.
Yes. She fucked her son and then.
How would you do? No, because your brother means the same spawn of your mom and dad.
This is ancient shit.
No. It means the same spawn of your mom and dad.
So there is two different versions of this. There's this version where it says that. But
I want you to clarify this.
I understand that. There's two. Let me clarify. There's two different versions. There's one where the infant son is somehow her brother, and we'll get into. There's a fucking.
But it was her son.
Yes. So it's super confusing. That's why I said such a confusing incestual relationship was not unusual amongst the ancient mythological deities that they put in place. But there's also a theory that him, like Tammuz, his mother, he was getting older in 12, 13, and then he would shoot people with arrows and do mischievous shit, which we'll get into in a little bit. And he would do kind of mischievous shit, but there's also a version where when he got older, he wanted to kind of rule, so he fucking fucked his own mother and started a relationship with her so he could be by her side and rule with her. That's why it goes deep. It's layers, bro. So, poems to the two are often poems about the two are often explicit and overtly sexual in nature. So it's like Tammuz stood there while his mother took off her panties and got real nice and deep inside of his own mother's vagina. He went back exactly where he came from.
I don't like that. Okay, no, but that doesn't make sense. If it's your kid,
yes,
it can't be your full brother. It would have to be a half.
It is very confusing.
Like I guess
but this is
if you're
also
no, but it's not
mythology.
very confusing. It doesn't make sense.
It's mythology.
Oh, they didn't call it half brother. That just means her dad fucked her.
Yes. It's
okay, that makes way
mythology,
more
man.
sense.
They
That
also
makes way more sense. Never mind.
they had a man that was half a fucking horse, half a fucking human. So it's mythology.
Oh shit! Actually, right. Speaking on that, I literally got fucked up watching the History Channel the other night.
The History Channel is good.
The History Channel went speaking about how we can currently to date. Wow, you can't fucking focus for a second. You have
to date, I heard you.
You have more. You heard me, but you don't. You have more ADHD than I do.
I think. Oh,
you got like an extra H in there.
Okay, ADHD. All right, keep going. Yes,
but no, they were talking about how we can we've genetically been able to mutate things as of to date, how it stems from what we can do right now is take brains out of monkeys and put them in other monkeys that are dying.
Oh, I thought you were saying to stew.
And they can carry on. Like we can do and we can do pig brain transplants onto humans. Very rarely, and it's not
Some human spazzing
no,
with the pig brain?
Because pigs are so close to us, right? I was watching. Pigs are the most genetically close thing to us.
Why are we getting into this? It's
or
so fucked.
Span, anyway.
So you're gonna say you die and I put a pig brain in you. What are you gonna act like? You're not gonna have the same memories or consciousness.
Oh wait, no. It's not saying like it's.
Oh, just keep your body alive like you're Frankenstein.
Listen. We can't. That's pretty much what I'm saying right now. Listen, it's saying that we've been able to do it and keep that person alive. Physically, like their pulse is beating.
That's fucked.
For 3 days. Like they're not living.
Nice.
They're not living.
So Billy's gonna do this when Izzy dies, and then
they're not living.
He's gonna get 3 days of fuck time.
Listen, fuck's sakes.
All right.
We've been able to do this and keep the person alive for 3 days. This is all based on what the History Channel told me.
So scary.
But anyways, so using that technology and how much the ancient Egyptians have been able to know before us when we did learn it, there's nothing to say technically that those types of creatures couldn't have existed. Because they did learn a lot of things before we learned them.
You're not wrong, because that would be fucked up.
Yeah, they learned a lot before we did.
Also, to do with aliens, right? Aliens could be the same shit.
Kinda, yeah.
Because if they understand how to splice the genomes and put them together to create something that's half and half.
Yeah, it could be. It really could be.
Shrug my shoulders a lot in this episode, but who knows, all right? So I'm having fun with this. We get a little buzz. Let's get into it. So it is weird and confusing, but this guy, the scholar Stephen H. Langdon, included a translation of the story about Tammuz in his 1914 book, Tammuz and Ishtar, a monogram upon the Babylon religion and theory, to illustrate the relationship between the two.
You're like, I'm not going to carry on this accent.
Oh, brother, fruit of my eyes.
I didn't want you to
lifting up my eyes. Listen. Oh, fruit of my brother. Or, oh, brother, fruit of my eyes. Lifting up my eyes. Who is thy sister? I am thy sister. Who was thy mother? I am thy mother.
Oh,
in
she
the
fucked her dad.
sunshine,
That was all it was.
when thou risest, rise. At the dawn when thou appearest, appear. The queen Iana who cries, alas, my husband, at last, my son. So it's like very incestual.
She fucks her dad, has this kid.
And then
marries this kid.
That's what it seems like is happening.
What the fuck, man?
It's pretty fucking weird, man.
I mean, like, I get there are some ugly people. Like, 9 times out of 10, their name is Sam, but fuck.
So this is Iana was the temple of Ishtar in the city of Erech. So according to religious text, the queen Iana was Ishtar,
sorry if your name is Sam.
And her brother, son, husband was Tammuz. So it was everything. Brother, son, husband, it all.
No, all of it.
Fucked up, eh?
That's pretty fucked up.
How fucked up is fucked up is fucked up. So
stop. That's gone.
No.
That doesn't exist
In
anymore.
some tales, Tammuz is killed by a wild boar, not unlike Adonis in later myth. Tammuz is forced.
You looked. damn
I know.
it.
I
Carry
was
on.
like, what the fuck? Tammuz is forced to descend into the underworld. While he was away, vegetation dies and procreation on Earth ceases to exist. So Ishtar, torn with grief, agrees to take his place in the underworld. So his own mother takes his place in the underworld for half of each year, temporarily
So where does he go?
releasing him to the land above, where Tammuz makes his annual return to Earth for fertility and restoring life, and begins anew.
It takes 6 months for him to do that?
I guess so. So
I
he
guess
is
so.
released
That
on
makes sense.
Valentine's Day, and that's why he's Cupid. So we're getting we're almost done Cupid, but
So Valentine's Day is technically from February 14th.
yeah.
So what's that, July 14th then? 6 months?
I don't know, I guess.
It'd be 6 months?
Well, in this terms of like, he's spreading fertility for half the year, so the humankind keeps going. But if you're like Bill Gates, you don't want that to happen. So, you know.
What is it? What is halfway through? Why am I being an idiot right now? January, February, March, April, May, June, July.
Has
July
anyone seen
is 7
Billy's
months.
fingers?
I was right. It was 7 months. So that means July, or I guess August,
Yeah.
maybe.
Like,
Depends on how you count it. But sure.
I gotta remember that people are listening in their ear holes, so can't always be shouting out Billy's fingers, man.
Yeah, I got long fingers.
If you,
And like they finger blast.
yeah, if you're a girl that just enjoys a thin dick, man, Billy's got all the fingers for you.
Well, no, I do other things.
I do the knuckle move. I do the come hither move.
and like the reach for the bikes above the garage.
What the fuck?
That's
I don't
not
know
mine.
that
That's
version.
pretty crazy.
All right. So Cupid in ancient Rome, god of love, and the counterpart is, like we said, the god Eros. I said the same thing 3 times. According to the myth, Cupid was the son of Mercury, the winged messenger of the gods.
Yeah.
And Venus, the goddess of love. He appeared as a winged infant carrying a bow and quiver of roses, whose wounds inspired love and passion in every victim. Because technically they're a
In
victim.
every finger.
Finger.
Sorry.
Finger. So he was sometimes portrayed wearing armor like that of Mars. What are you doing?
I want better audio. Or visual, sorry.
Do you want to watch? Fucking careful, that will fall
I'm
out. You
holding
fucking
it
piece of shit.
relaxed.
No, this will.
What will?
That comes off.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. I'll
That
have to
does.
edit
That's
this.
what you're talking about. Oh, damn, it does.
So I was like, don't
You're a
fucking
liar.
move that, you piece of shit. All right,
You're
so
not a liar.
okay, I got to edit that out in the
You're
fucking
fine.
audio.
There's no edit.
I know we can't do it on the video, but maybe on the episode. So, like, he was like, Cupid wears this fucking, and I don't know where they get the diaper from. I didn't really find that out of why it's like a little baby in a diaper, maybe because it's Tammuz that had sexual relationship with his mother when he was like 5. But
Is that where tiramisu came from?
I don't know. Okay,
Maybe.
so fucking, who obviously hits an arrow. So he's sometimes portrayed wearing armor like Mars, the god of war. Perhaps suggest the ironic parallels between warfare and romance, or to symbolize the invincibility of love.
Maybe.
Everyone having their drink.
It may be the invincibility of love.
I love you.
All right, so although
Stop hitting that
I know.
fucking button.
Well, everyone's got a drink when they hear
I
it.
swear
So.
to God. That's
All-
only 3 drinks for the entire episode. So stop doing it.
All right,
That's
Billy
like
likes to ruin
eighth of a beer.
everything that's fun.
Probably.
Although some literature portrays Cupid as callous and careless, he is generally viewed as he's kind of like he benefits off of whatever he makes love happen. He's like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston to get together, and then they're gonna break up, and everyone's gonna be sad about it. Okay.
Hold on, no. Do you think the only way Cupid gets to come is by a loving couple that mates with each other? Only when he set up the couple and they fuck and they both come,
Yeah.
he gets to come.
And he watches like in the corner.
No. It just happens spontaneously. He's not there. He just like sets up a bunch of people And when they both come simultaneously, he could be like out doing his taxes, and he just
comes like crazy. All right, I can see that. So
Maybe.
we're almost at
You
a
don't
fucking
know.
Dunk Cube, and we're almost into murder stories. So this will be fucking fun.
Murder stories.
So the worst to consider. So he was mischief when it comes to his matchmaking. He was mischievous. So Venus in one tale, it tells that his mother directed him to pretty much like shoot someone with the arrow, backfires on him, and when she used Cupid in revenge for a mortal psychic and shit, he ended up falling in love with this psychic, and they fell in love and blah blah blah. So Cupid's a weird shit. He fucked his mom.
Okay.
So let's get into some.
All right. So what's the
Valentine's Day
murders that you want?
There's a lot of them.
A lot.
No, there's not that many, but
Like a lot. Like I need to piss right now.
all right.
We're on video.
Okay, go pee.
Tom, can you keep our audience occupied for literally 15 seconds?
It's like I think I could cut it together.
Talk about a story.
So I'll probably cut this, but I'll. It's just like, all right. I'm trying to think what's the best way to do this. I guess just let it rolling, and I'll just keep drinking. So I can edit this out, the audio version of this episode. But for now, have you guys ever thought about the love of your Lord and Savior, Satan? Have you ever heard about the love that Satan can give to you? If you love Satan enough, Satan will give you everything you want. All you gotta do is you gotta get a Ouija board and you gotta pray to Satan and call upon Satan as much again. You can call upon Zozo or Baphomet maybe as a fun one, and then you can ask to be fucked by a goat man, and it might be fun, and you might get your wishes granted. You might end up like Kesha. You might end up with a few hit records, and then your producer fucks you over, and then you got to fight for those rights to be a musician, and then you still don't have any hits, so you lose all your money because...
Stop all of that. I heard every word that needs to end.
Okay.
Carry on.
Do I get a Valentine's Day murder? I was
Yes.
like, should I piss it? I'm not going to. I'm not leaving Billy.
Carry on. Holy fuck.
So
Yeah,
Lord,
give me a minute. Go have a pee,
no.
Tom.
Lord Tysenius said it was better to have loved than have never loved at all. But he was
That's
probably
true.
referring. He probably wasn't
maybe.
referring to these horrific Valentine's Day murders that we're going to get into. Some of these crimes remain unsolved. Others have been closed out by authorities. A grim reminder that not everyone is buying chocolates for a loved one
Most people are, though.
on Valentine's Day.
Do you think it's possible?
You love.
Stop.
I
Do you
love
think
that
do you think it's possible that Hershey Chocolate Factory created Valentine's Day? Because like that's still before we were born, nor our parents were born,
Yeah, I could.
or even our grandparents. For fuck's sake,
It just makes me think of
do
going
you
to
think
Niagara
that
Falls
a
on
big
Clifton Hill.
chocolate factory created Valentine's Day? Do you think it's possible?
And then
like
Jeffrey
this-
Dahmer worked there.
Maybe, but
Remember-
like, yeah.
do you
Hey, I'm
remember?
not being ridiculous right now. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
saying, like, honestly, like maybe 100 years ago.
Yeah.
That's before our grandparents were born. Valentine's Day started, and back then, their parents didn't feel like
Hallmark started it
didn't-
supposedly.
Okay, Hallmark's got a lot of other holidays to cash in on.
Now.
Valentine's Day was not before all of the other holidays.
Yes.
No, I mean like with
No,
Hallmark.
no, it wasn't. No,
Hallmark, yeah, no,
Yeah.
there was like Christmas would be number one.
I was debating on bringing Alexa down here. Hopefully she doesn't hear me. But like for episodes like this, where we can just yell at
She's
her.
really intruding on my business. But anyways, no, like honestly though, like okay, think about it. I don't know when a big chocolate factory started. I'm just gonna say Hershey because that's the
Yeah.
biggest one I know. Started what? I'm gonna say maybe off the top of my head,
They made
1860.
money for sure.
1860.
Yeah,
You think?
I guess for chocolate.
Doesn't that sound right?
No,
I
it
have
does-
no
it-
idea
it
though.
does
No,
make
listen,
sense, though.
listen though.
For them to make money off of chocolate, so you
I have no idea.
or fucking flour companies. Flour companies. I was listening to CT Talk 1010, which is a fucking news station from Toronto that I listen to every day to work. I was listening to the Manson book for a long time, and then it's a 27-hour book. Helter Skelter book, and it's long. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna start listening to news for a bit. I like CT Talk 1010. That's how I found out my uncle that was a cop was arrested for harassing a woman. So it's a good radio station, and it knows that shit. And so I was listening to it, and it was talking about how like things could be set up with like Valentine's Day, like that fucking flowers companies make like fucking bank on this fucking holiday.
For what, like cookies?
Flowers.
Flour. I thought you meant flour, like the baking flour.
I should have said florist. But they make so much fucking money. And you know that, like, overall, I think in Canada, it's something like I don't know, like more than $1 billion. I don't know if it's worldwide.
On Valentine's Day?
Yeah, they said a statistic, and I'm probably not right.
Everyone's buying flowers for their significant other. Yeah,
you know what? I bought Chelsea 2 things off Amazon. They're sitting in their Amazon boxes waiting for her to open them on Valentine's Day.
Wow, you're better than I am. I haven't done shit yet.
I found some cool shit on
Granted,
Amazon.
we just fucking moved.
Yeah,
I've done a lot.
So I guess,
but anyways, that was my whole point, though.
It is weird.
No, you went off.
You
went off though. So like, I wanted to clarify that point. So when did, let's say, the big chocolate factory that I know about, Hershey. Let's say off the top of my head, and I'm gonna Google this after. I'm gonna say 1860. That sounds
Haagen-Dazs has been
about
around
right.
forever.
Okay, no, but let's say that sounds about right. 1860 is 160 years ago. 160 years ago would be about the time your great grandfather was born. Sorry, just your one great. Your great grandfather was born.
Okay.
Would be around that time.
Okay.
And think about his parents.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't fucking talk to him much for the majority. And even if one parent did decide to say, "Wow, this holiday just started."
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck's going to carry that on? Like, who feels the need to be like, tell their children and tell their children's children and be like, this started in 1860. Like, it wouldn't be that. It would be like nobody heard the story, so 90% of us just made up a story. This could all be from chocolate.
We're all going to have fun during this episode, but I wanted to mention this too, is the fact that chocolate companies make money off of every single holiday. Except for maybe St. Patty's Day. Easter chocolate.
St. Patty's Day even kind of sells chocolate.
Easter chocolate. Christmas, a lot of chocolate. Valentine's Day, chocolate.
Yeah, but
Halloween, chocolate.
Listen, chocolate
companies making fucking bank off holidays, dude.
Chocolate's delicious.
It also gives you fucking cancer.
Yeah, but so many other things do, and chocolate's probably the least of your worries about what's out right now.
In 2000...
Stop doing meth.
Columbine...
Oh, you caught my attention.
Now it gets serious.
All right.
In 2000, Columbine high school sweethearts.
No, don't say the word high school after Columbine.
It's all murder cases. That's how we're ending this fucking shit.
Okay, that's right. We're starting about murder cases.
I thought you'd be more interested in this.
I am, but like you just caught me off guard. Carry
2000
on.
Columbine High School sweethearts Stephanie Hart, 16, Nick Kuzmin, 15, were gunned down in Jefferson County, Colorado, at a Subway restaurant. Fuck, man, Subway.
No, why were they gunned down? What did they try to do? Did the Subway employee just have enough that day? He's like, motherfuckers say white cheese instead of white cheddar again. I'm gonna kill you,
Nick.
I had to ask that. What's the white cheese called that's not Swiss at Subway?
Processed.
Yeah, but what's it called? Like, what's the actual name of it? The name of it you should say to the Subway employee, and he's like, wow, that's the correct name.
Processed.
That's not what you say. No, because orange cheese is way more processed than white.
Oh, it's white cheddar.
It's white cheddar.
Yeah, because I'm always like, I want orange cheddar, bitch. I want orange cheddar.
But you get the processed stuff?
All cheese is processed.
Obviously, but white's a little less. Cheese is white in color.
White?
Yes,
Billy,
milk.
really? White?
Milk.
White.
Okay, I'm not being... Jesus, don't you say I'm being racist right now.
Okay, let's get back into it. So for some reason, you know who works there, right? Nick works there.
Kuzman works there,
wow,
right? He worked there and he got
at the Subway restaurant where Hart had come to visit him. Witnesses to the shooting describe seeing a 5'8" tall white male leaving the scene. The killer had never been caught. Yeah, I'm not just.
I'm not that tall.
I'm not that tall. I'm not getting in short. But the murders remain as another wound on the town of Littleton in Colorado, the same town where in 1999 two teenage boys murdered 13 people in Columbine High, and the couple was buried side by side. Which is fucked also. Yeah. And I think it's crazy that, like, we will get into Columbine eventually. I think it's going to be a hoot topic for us to talk about, just because.
Don't say hoots topic, because that sounds like it's going to be a Rudy Tuesday Tazzy time.
It's going to be a hot topic just in general, because there's a lot of fucking conspiracy
don't touch
theories.
it. Don't.
Yeah,
just,
I'm not going to touch it.
Let's not touch it.
We'll get into it. So
we'll talk about it later.
So it's extremely weird that in the same fucking town, in the same goddamn fucking high school, two lovers, 14, 15, gunned down, dead. They loved each other. They were just about to have sex and didn't happen. He got his first hand job and then he fucking died.
He didn't even have sex.
The 1971 murders.
He was waiting.
Of Jesse McBain.
Caroline was gonna fuck him in the bathroom, but he said, no, I want her. And then he died.
Do you remember her name?
Business side?
Do you remember her name?
No.
Say Stephanie.
You just said Caroline and it fucked me up.
Stephanie Hart.
Yeah. I was like, no, I don't.
Stephanie and Nick.
I knew Nick. I just didn't. I was like, you said Caroline and it fucked me up with girls' names.
If you live in Littleton, Colorado, can you please go to a tree right now and just carve out S plus N, please, for us?
No, N plus S.
So the male has to go first, you fucking sexist piece of shit.
Usually. Who enters a haunted house first?
A man.
That's not true. I bet Chelsea would enter it first.
Because I would no.
You'd be like, I'm a little scared.
No. Actually, she wouldn't. She's like scared shitless. We did the Frankenstein. That's why we were talking about Niagara earlier. I miss Niagara Falls. They have like a lot of fun attractions, and we used to go through the haunted houses. And I remember Chelsea's like she pushed me, and we were in one haunted house,
and you'd be like, I don't want to go.
We were in one haunted house,
back.
and I actually go back because I get more scared than she does. I made her go first.
I get more scared than she does.
We went to one in an Ontario town called Waterford, which is known as Waterford.
She's pushing you, and you do a 360. You're like, no, you go first.
I should have mentioned this in the Halloween episode that we went through a haunted house that was made by a fucking high school. I made her go first, and she was holding on to the guy's shirt in front of her. And she's like, sorry. Like, as she's like grabbing him. Sorry.
He's like, can you let the fuck go?
So the 1971 murders of Jesse McBain, 20, and I'll call her Patty. Patricia.
Okay. Sure.
May 19 in Durham, North Carolina, haunts this community to the day. The young lovers disappeared after attending a Valentine's Day dance at Watts Hospital. Police found McBain's abandoned vehicle on Lover's Lane. Like, you know what? They always have this Lover's Lane shit. Then they found their bodies.
Every town's got a Lover's Lane. You know what Lover's Lane is?
It's Brantford? Where's Brantford's Lover's Lane?
Well, it used to be Lover's Lane. Now it's called Brant Ave. Anyways, it's the street. Every town's Lover's Lane is the street that's about a 2-minute drive away from you, but like it's just outside where there's not that much traffic, so you can get head and like you're not staring at every car coming by. Kind of deal. That's what Lover's Lane is. So
police found the abandoned vehicle on Lover's Lane. Then they found their bodies in a wooded area tied to a tree.
Wow, that's fucked. Holy shit.
Showing signs of torturous strangulation, which is fucked. A person of interest was investigated. 42.
Is this okay? Pardon me. Sorry. Yeah. Does this correlate to Valentine's Day, or is this just on Valentine's Day?
This is all during. These are murders during Valentine's Day.
Okay, but that doesn't mean it's because of Valentine's Day.
That does not mean that, but it's fun to talk about.
Okay, sure, carry on.
So
I thought you were correlating this because the person that did it.
No, a person of interest was investigated 42 years later, but no arrests have been ever made.
42
years later.
Wow,
and not one arrest. Not one, not two, not three, not one. Not one fucking arrest.
You did that wrong. It's supposed to be not 3, not 2, but not even 1.
Don't burn your hand.
You went. No, I like stroking it. It looks like.
Stroke the furry wall.
Speaking of fucking, this is actually good. I couldn't believe why you put out a lava lamp, but now I realize we're talking about fertility, and it looks like an embryo egg.
Oh, I was gonna say, you know what it looks like?
It looks like eggs.
Something a girl would sit on for a OnlyFans video.
And that too. No, it's so warm.
For everyone watching the video, yes,
it's actually really warm.
So we only
really
have one more video
lamp.
we're gonna shoot, and then it's all going to be Patreon content. So motherfuckers, soak it in. So it's just these will. Okay, stop. Fucking
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
He's gonna hug it now. He's gonna.
I'm done.
I just find it crazy that they died, and no, get this. These motherfuckers were strapped to a tree, tied to a tree, and nobody knows why they died. Dude,
that's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
They might have like I think a lot of these too. Like if they happen on Valentine's Day, I think there's a good chance that girl was flirting with another dude, and then she no.
They all died.
She was with the nerd, and then she's like, "Oh my god, this jock likes me." She went with the jock, and then the nerd's like, "You motherfuckers," and fucking snapped. Not in that exact scenario. It could have been opposite. The jock could have been like, "Fuck you for liking a nerd over me," but like either way, it could have been from like. Or the guy could have been fucking around with 7 girls, and it could have been a girl that did it. Wow.
So on Valentine's Day 2000...
Take that, Twitter.
Take it.
Rewind that, Twitter. Whatever happened to that? Play that back, Twitter. You never heard that one? Okay, carry on.
So, on Valentine's Day 2001, Dr. John Hamilton ordered an expensive bouquet of flowers for his wife.
How expensive?
Susan.
Was it like $90?
Yeah, it's got to be like under 200, but over 100.
What if it was? What if it was over 200?
How expensive are those flowers?
You said expensive. It could have been expensive flowers.
So
you were gonna cook the best fucking grilled cheese with this.
But she never lied to. She never lived to see the best flowers. Cookies. Coming home between surgeries, he allegedly found his wife dead in a pool of her own blood.
Oh shit!
She had been strangled with two of his own neckties.
Damn!
And her skull had been beaten so badly that pieces of her brain were exposed.
That's why he bought the flowers, so we could get away with it.
Could be true.
Could be true.
There's a lot of situations that this happens.
Know. Yeah.
By
you buy something, you'd be like, "Oh my god, I bought her flowers and everything. She never even saw it. I spent like $900 on these flowers." You're like, "Oh my god, $900 to keep me out of jail?" Sure, click.
I'm definitely thinking this is probably the most buzzed we've been on an episode for a bit.
Dude, I'm so fun.
I think we're both, and I think it's funny. So let's keep it going. So it's crazy, but by their friend's account, Susan and John Hamilton had been happily married. But as investigators dug deeper, they found out some suspicion clues that made Dr. Hamilton the prime suspect.
Of course it was.
Because
it's suspicion clues.
Because
that's like what you would do. Honestly, that's what I would do. I'd be like, oh my god, like the only way to even kind of give me an alibi is because you're by yourself. Is to purchase something ridiculous.
Yeah.
To be like, oh my god, I was so waiting the surprise and this is tearing me apart.
People do that all the fucking time.
Yeah, because like in their mind, it's like, how am I going to stay out of jail? $900 flowers? Done. Not a fucking thought.
$900 flowers?
Dude, they were
they dipped in gold?
They were grown. In the
I thought I was the one smoking
in the heart of Peru.
They had the heart of the diamond jewel that the monkeys took from the heart of the...
And right in the middle of it was a lot of cocaine.
Yeah?
And he's like, my wife would have loved this.
Can I get a...
She would have smelled it and she would have been on her merry way.
Give me a... for Valentine's Day.
No. Go fuck yourself. Carry on.
That's a funny TikTok. Oh, yeah.
That's not stupid.
So some of Suzanne's family confirmed that she considered a divorce after discovering he was making phone calls with a stripper. A fucking stripper, man.
Maybe that stripper was a therapist on her part-time.
On her part-time?
Dude, strippers make way more money than therapists do.
She
was a therapist, and she's like, oh my God, I can make so much more money just letting guys touch and look at my boobs.
So then, to complicate the matters further, the police did find traces of the blood and flesh of Dr. Hamilton. So it's just funny.
Damn, I fucking called that shit right away.
And in the car, right? Like, which is fucking crazy. So they also found...
Well, maybe he cut himself on the expensive flowers he bought. Maybe those rose thorns were really thorny because, like, you spend... If you spend $10, the thorns are like this big.
Yeah.
You spend $900.
Yeah.
Buddy, those thorns are like fucking...
You did call it out that it was set up.
Yeah.
It was set up, that he set it up.
Yeah.
And I didn't think you'd be right because honestly, the murder cases...
What do you mean you don't think I'd be right? Did you copy and paste this? Do you not know what you put?
No, I researched this 3 months earlier, motherfucker.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
I plan things out. I have OC fucking D.
I have ADHD. This is a fun fucking name. There's a name. I'm drunk. Carry on. Just keep talking.
ADOCDD. Because I have OCD and you have ADHD.
No, but it's like if you put OCD and ADHD together, it'd be OCD ADHD.
No, too much. So, which is also crazy. They also found Suzanne's. I think we all are. Let's get this fucking episode.
Carry on.
We're having fun with this. Let's have fun for the fans.
That's off.
And jewelry was hidden underneath a drawer, almost if it had been placed to almost like frame a robbery.
Oh,
so he thought of the steps.
He's
right?
like, I'm gonna pull this drawer out and like rip up 3 bras.
After an expert witness testified that the blood splatter on Dr. Hamilton's sleeve was consistent with some beatings of his wife.
How would he know?
The jury convicted him of murder in less than 2 fucking hours.
Wow.
2 hours. That's a fucking yep.
He did that.
He did it.
How do you line that? Oh, I guess you could.
Oh, we got one more after this. Yeah.
I guess you could, but all right. What's the next one?
No, do you want to keep going?
No, but I'd be like,
no, you can.
Do you know how much
consistent of his?
Yeah, no, I just want to recognize. Pardon me. Yeah. I just want to recognize how good of a job that is to be like, if he punched her like this, that is what made her face go like that, and the exact blood out of her nose would have splattered just like this.
Have you ever watched
fucking
Dexter?
Smart are you?
You ever watched Dexter?
I have. I finished Dexter. Actually, I got to rewatch that. I haven't watched that in a long time.
Guess what, fans? All the people that don't know, Dexter, they're going to do a final last season because the last season sucked.
The last season did suck. He just went off on the fucking boat.
He was a sailor.
They're not going to do. When are they going to do it?
I heard this year or next year they're good.
No fucking way.
One last season.
Wow, that's exciting.
Super exciting.
I'm gonna rewatch it now. I haven't watched it in a long time. Except you don't enjoy the good shows that I recommend, like Nosferatu. You didn't even give a chance.
Hey, we watched all of it. We actually enjoyed it.
You finished it?
Yes, it's enjoyable, man.
You finished it?
Yes.
You didn't say you finished it.
It's good, man. It's a
good show.
It's only because of him. He's a good actor.
Exactly. It's amazing.
Also, that chick in it. Billy's been shouting on Nosferatu for literally a year, maybe more. But the guy that is from American Horror Story that played Nosferatu, he did it, and that girl.
Yeah.
She could have won an Oscar, in my opinion,
probably,
for her emotional up and downs and the way
it was amazing. Yeah.
We were doubtful. Show. It was good.
You did not. When did you finish it? Why did you message me?
There's also there.
When the fuck?
We only have one more story. So
why would you have finished this and then just I'm not going to tell Billy I finished
I did.
No, the last I heard was we watched 2 episodes and it's not nearly as good as you said it was. That was the last time we talked about this.
Billy, I think we're getting a little too drunk.
No, fuck you.
No, but we did.
Fuck you.
I did tell you. Though that we did watch some of it, and I started to like it more. We started getting into it more. You said. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
All right.
I know because I'm very passionate about this.
I'll ask the person upstairs.
The person upstairs goes, Billy, He fucking hates the show. That's the person
no.
upstairs
Remember when I
me.
told you when we were talking about it? I was like, when they kidnapped the children and stuff, we started getting into it. And we started getting really fun into it.
That was like the second episode.
No. I got like 7 episodes in. I said you proved your point that it is entertaining, and I do like it, and I developed likes for the characters. We did do this.
You're scaring me.
You're scaring me.
Because that never fucking
It did.
happened.
You're
No, it
scaring me.
didn't.
All right.
Because my exact reaction to that would have been, I fucking told you. And it would have been like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Tell me how you think it ends. That would have been my exact words.
You asked me for that too.
Wow. Amazing how you didn't tell me.
It happened.
Sounds made up. Anyways, what's the last murder story?
All right. For all the fans.
It sounds made up.
Everyone knows that
up.
this happened. If you're
It didn't happen.
All right.
I don't believe it.
All right.
If someone sends me an audio clip, I'm going to be very fucking disappointed.
I'll send you the audio clip.
You send me an audio clip of you exactly
I'll give you an
saying that.
eyewitness.
Who's the eyewitness?
My girlfriend that literally heard us talking about it.
Well, then you don't have an audio clip.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
On Valentine's Day
Got him.
2007, Stephen Grant notified a local police precinct that his wife and Tara Lynn Grant was missing. I think it should have said were missing. After interviewing Stephen, police discovered that there was a 5-year gap between when his wife went missing.
Were missing. I don't like that language.
Was missing? I guess
his wife was missing.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
It doesn't though. No, you're right. Whoa.
Okay, we're not doing this.
We just created a gap in the English language.
This is probably gonna be the drunkest one we've ever filmed.
Dude,
bro.
we just found a gap in English.
A lot of people don't like English.
You can't say was missing if hasn't been found.
Yeah.
But if you were missing. Okay. Oh, never mind. That makes sense. I'm really drunk. You say but who calls the cops and goes, my wife were missing? That doesn't make sense. No,
I fucked up.
You say my wife is missing.
She were I messed that up for everyone.
You can't say my wife were.
Do you have a fun fact? Do you remember?
I do. I got it.
After interviewing. Jesus, this is why we have fun on this shit. This is the first time. This is like old times.
Police, my wife were missing. Be like, what do you fucking mean?
You sure?
She were, and then she was. So be like, I have no idea what's going on.
So after interviewing
anymore.
Steven, police discovered that 5-day gap was between his wife missing and when he reported her disappearance. Stephen Grant immediately...
Your wife's gone for 5 days before you call the cops?
So immediately began going on a media bouzé.
I would call in like the first 3 hours.
He's going all over the media talking about his wife the same way that Chris Watts did this. And Chris Watts was covered pretty deeply on our podcast, and it's gotten a lot of reviews because of it, because we actually did talk about it and tried to be humor, but there's no humor behind it. So appearing on tons of shows, so he did the same thing. Like, I'm gonna go at Oprah, and everyone will believe me, and accusing the police of harassment. In early March, police...
Oprah was on back then?
No, it was a joke. This is in 2007. So yes.
Oh, so yeah, she was. Sorry, I thought it was a lot earlier.
And so in early March, police did execute a search warrant on Grant's home and found mangled pieces of his wife, Tara's remains on the floor of the garage.
Oh, damn!
So Stephen,
he's like, I didn't clean up. My wife usually did it.
Yeah, I got.
He's like, I grabbed the broom and the dustpan, but like
it just escaped out of my hands. Like, it ran away.
I think we bought it from the dollar store.
All it did was not fit in my hand. My hand was too.
It was
big
like the broom was way too small for how big the pan was. My hand is perfect
for around the throat of a woman. Yeah. But it's not perfect to hold a dustpan because it just falls out.
Them thick dustpans. You ever get them thick dustpans?
And then you sit on it. You ever hear about that? That was
Tom.
No, that was an urban legend. You know, the girl that stuffed the broomstick up her butt, and then she'd jump off the fridge for some reason.
Oh, we talked about that. Yeah, no, we talked. I was gonna really bug you and just like ignore the fucking for a minute, but we talked about that already. Broomstick up the ass, and I went, that would kill you immediately. Yes, anyways.
All right, so Stephen Grant had apparently found Okay, fuck it. In March, they executed a search warrant. They found the remains on the floor of the garage. Stephen Grant had apparently said that he dumped his wife's body in a local park, but moved it back into the garage after hearing the police were searching the park.
He's like, I gotta get it first. Damn it.
So he fucking took the bodies to a park, tried to bury them, didn't really work.
But the police were okay. Wait, police were searching.
Yes,
but not searching well enough.
They searched his garage and they found body. They found fragments of her body.
Oh, he was okay.
Went to search the park. He's like realized that they were searching the park. Said fuck this. He went back for the body.
No, but okay, that's the point. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I said. So he was okay. Here's the perfect. The police were searching for the body in the park.
Yes.
And he went to go get it. So the police obviously weren't doing a well enough job.
Yes, I agree.
That it gave him time to re-dig up whatever the fuck he did.
Yeah.
And put it where, sorry? Back in his garage?
I would think so. So Stephen Grant had, by the time of the search, fled the state. So somehow he
dug up the body and took it with him. He's like, fuck it, the state. It's in another state now.
We don't really know where he put it. And
you never caught it.
By the time that police caught up with him in Michigan by tracking a phone call he made to his sister after being brought in by the police, Grant confessed, saying he had strangled his wife after she belittled him. So she's like, you didn't fold the laundry right, and it's now in the basket, and I'm trying to put it in my drawer, and it won't fit because you didn't fold it right.
I'm seeing that a totally different way.
Okay, what are you seeing it like?
The way I'm seeing it is she's like, oh my God, honey, did you not tip that server? And he's like, fucking making fun of me.
She belittled him.
Burn! Yeah, but that's when he's like, she fucking made fun of me. She said I was a piece of shit, and she was just asking a question.
Sorry.
That's all she was doing.
She's a stay-at-home wife, and then they're going out for dinner, and he's like, I don't have enough money to pay the bill. And she's like, I got all the cash, baby.
Yeah, and he's like, what do you mean you got cash?
I've been spending weekends on the strip club. You've been spending your weekends.
No, what do you mean you're better with your money than I am? How fucking dare you?
So supposedly she belittled him and bit him, which sent him off the edge.
Oh, she bit him. She said you're a piece of shit, and then
he essentially killed his wife, and they proved that he killed his wife. How long do you think he got in prison?
Well, the way you say that, I think not long.
Long.
Oh, it was long, but murder's 25 years. I'm going to say 10.
Nope.
Longer?
Yeah, up it a little bit.
14.
Nope, way more.
What do you mean? Murder's 25 years.
Cold, very cold, ice cold.
Murder's 25 years, and you said it wasn't long.
No, I didn't say it wasn't long.
What are you drinking, soy sauce? Why does that look like soy sauce? What is it? A cherry cola in a soy sauce bottle. You said it wasn't long. Is it more than 25 years?
Yes. Fuck yeah.
Oh, he got way more than actual murder?
Got 50 years in fucking prison, Billy. 50? Because he murdered his wife.
I would have guessed that. Murder's 25.
Not in Canada, it's life.
25 to life, depending on what you did.
Manslaughter.
Manslaughter's 25 to life. Same thing. Murder's the same as manslaughter in Canada.
Was that pubescent murder? I'm just joking. Not pubescent. Meditated murder.
Same thing. 25 to life.
Really? Mm-hmm. How much does Billy know about his facts? Does everybody know?
I'm actually 100% on that one.
Are you ready?
25 to life. Because it's time for... I hate doing... Billy's Fun Fact of the Day!
Oh, it's Billy's Fun Fact of the Day. Can I get a... Oh, yeah.
That was exhausting. Guess what?
All right.
What do you think is the most ridiculous fucking way to die?
I mean, touch my beers. I've been drinking so much alcohol. What?
What do you think?
Is the most fucked up way to die?
No, the thing that you do very frequently that you didn't know could kill you.
I don't know. Shampoo my hair?
Pretty fucking close to that, actually. Like, I'm just talking about that ridiculous. Back in September in 2019, whoa, I thought it was still 2020. It's 2021 now. Back in September in 2020, this just happened. For the first time ever, doctors deemed that a 35-year-old male died immediately from coming too hard.
He had a heart attack then.
No. Blood in his brain vessels burst.
How old was he?
35. He was 30. He was in his mid 30s.
I'm gonna die when I'm 40.
And he came so fucking hard.
How long did he
that
wait
he died.
for this to happen?
I don't know. That's all I know about it. Is that is an actual documented death right now. A South African man, 35, died from coming too hard.
That's where you got me, South African. He died from the malaria vaccination that Bill Gates gave him. That's why he died.
It was in September. Oh, I guess that would be when he was doing it.
No, he didn't wait before that.
Anyways, no, that was actually a thing though. And like,
no way.
What would you think about the woman in that scenario? Like, would you walk around would you have a badge? Would you be like, guess what? I'm so good at it.
I killed him in my
I killed him, man.
I killed him.
I made him fucking feel so good. Isn't that nuts? That's actual fact. A man in September, South African man, 35, died for the first time ever recorded from claiming, and doctors proved it, coming too hard. His blood vessels in his brain popped. And his brain filled with blood, and it fucked him up. Isn't that nuts?
What was he fucking
doing? Isn't that fucking nuts?
I don't get what he was doing.
Maybe he was edging for too long. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that fucking crazy?
I gotta say, I got a burp of whiskey. My favorite fun fact that you've ever done.
What's that? Is the ladybug one?
No.
Oh, I thought you liked that one.
I did. The Pringles man.
You like that one?
It's so fucking stupid.
Isn't that weird?
So if I die, can you turn me into a microphone? Like a microphone like this with like the cage around me?
I'll turn you into a microphone, but like a pretty shitty version of it. I'll be like, here's a dollar store Tom.
Just like a fucking headset.
I'll literally sell it in the dollar store, see if someone buys it.
All right. So whoever's going to buy my ashes, let's do this. All right, this was fucking. You guys can have it for a buck. Man.
Oh wait, no, sorry, we're not the dollar store anymore. You can have it for $1.65.
Yeah, because it's not the dollar store
plus tax. It's like $2.20.
I liked when they was the $1 or $2 because you knew you were spending more than $1.
No, but no, that's the thing though. A
Dollar Tree, it's like half our things are with tax or more than $1.
That's what's fucked up. Is the $1 or $2 was the only place that actually sold everything for only $1 or $2.
Yeah.
There was nothing in that store for more than $2. The Dollar Tree has things for $9 in there.
Yeah, or $4.
Okay, yeah, that's lower than what I said.
Where do you think I got this beautiful sign from?
How much was it?
$5.
No, it wasn't. It was $2.50. The price tag's still on it, you asshole.
And it's true. $2.50 from a Dollar Tree. It's a joke. Stop calling your fucking your store a dollar store.
That was
everything.
Yeah,
it's more expensive than $1.
Why do you think the $1 or $2 doesn't exist anymore?
Because it's not $1 or $2.
No, because it was $1 or $2, and it went out of business.
When we eventually get, if you're a true fan of this shit, we will be getting eventually into Patreon content that is going to be like a big time. Like it's going to be fun shit. And the early 2000s is a fucking big time. Billy's picking his nutsack.
No, I'm not. I'm picking my ankle. My ankle's
is a big time where my $1 or $2 when that existed. When you wanted like spacers. When you were spacing your ears out to be emo, that were cheap, you go to the fucking $1 or $2. You got earrings from that
emo
shit.
spacers from the $1 or $2? I've never seen that
me and
one.
My cousin,
that one's new.
My cousin from Toronto used to come down to Brantford because there was a $1 or $2 that was cheap, and we would go get like gag stuff like fake cigarettes and shit like that, or like things that you put your thumb into. Remember those like things that it was like a container, like a little garbage pail, and you put your thumb into it.
Oh, I know
the
exactly what
Firestone.
you're talking about. Yeah, I thought you were talking about Chinese finger traps at
no,
first.
they have shit
but
like that too. They have shit like that. But we used to ask them, show me your earrings, and they would literally underneath the table bring you out a thing full of fucking spacers and dope
That were
earrings,
all a buck or
stainless
two.
steel that were $1 or $2.
Exactly, that's what I was saying.
fucking dope,
Buck or
man.
two was literally $1 or $2, and then it's like, hey, we're the Dollar Tree. We don't charge $2, we charge $8.
This is probably one of the drunkest episodes you hear us on for a while.
I hope you guys enjoy yourself. I dressed up. I got my nice pink costume.
Yeah, fucking fuck
Have
yeah,
a
that
great
was
night.
fun.
And hell, because Tom enjoys it.
I bring you love.
Can we get? Yes. So we're gonna leave you on this note of being.
I hope you guys get really
Real
fucking
fucked up.
drunk and don't even fuck your girlfriends like you're supposed to.
Just jerk off on their faces. Do a whole.
To be honest,
bukkake.
when you're drunk, they're just pretending to enjoy it because they love you.
True. Yes.
And I recognize that. I love you too, baby. Anyways, that's it. We're done. That's enough.
I love you.
Bye, guys. Peace out.